about to give them what they want. I don't think they're ready for this though. Beast mode, beast mode, beast mode, beast mode, beast mode, beast mode, beast mode.
Alright, dope. Here, so, well, okay, I'm gonna write this down for you so you can just kind of read it off here. So, what was that you were saying? The Bible said you have to be lost.
So they're saying, I'm not sure what's in the Bible, but we're saying all the time in Baptist churches, in songs and hymns, I once was lost, but now I'm found. I once was blind, but now I see. You feel me?
Yeah.
And that goes, and just like these come in different forms, we get blinded in different ways. Yeah, we get lost in different ways. Hell, we die in different ways. Hell, we both died recently. We ain't got physical deaths.
Right, psychological.
You feel me?
Death.
Exactly. Because
Yeah.
different forms, like water come in different forms. Things happen in different forms.
I love it.
Yeah. People didn't realize how water already gives you the clue to life. We're water-made beings. Then just follow how water's done. Water's a polar molecule. That's why it kind of shifts. There's a negative and a positive charge in water. There it is. We're gonna have negative and positive motherfucking days.
Hell yeah.
It is what it is. And if it's water in the air we breathe technically, well, that's gonna be the same way. It's gonna be shifts in the energy. Look at the stock market, shifts in that. There's always negative and positive. Why people complain about a scientific fact you can't avoid?
Yeah, exactly.
The issue is how you deal with it. If it's raining, you'll come outside, get your shit wet, or you're gonna put on an outfit you don't mind getting wet, get your umbrella and get your shit done.
Yeah.
But some people will just stay in the house and complain about the motherfucking rain. And then see some people go in the rain, handle their business, and talk about how they had it easy. No, this motherfucker just wanted better than you. He went in that motherfucking rain, just like you could have, and got his shit done.
Yeah.
It is what it is. People wait for the perfect opportunity. There is no perfect opportunity. You just gotta get shit done, sometimes no matter what. Even when it hurts. Even you gotta cut people off. Sometimes it is what it is. You get tested in this world to see how bad you want things. And sometimes you fail your test, well, that's your motherfucking answer.
Yeah.
You didn't want it that bad. You failed your test. Move on.
Yeah, literally everything is an opportunity.
Man.
Everything, like every second of the day. That's the law of attraction. Is when you're not conscious, you don't see these opportunities. When you start thinking positively, you start noticing these different opportunities, and then they can lead to some awesome fruit down the road. You know?
I don't think it's our fault. I think from since birth we're programmed to look for others for help.
Yeah.
Even in a lot of, no disrespect, even a lot of religious literature, we're programmed to look for outside help. We're not realizing that if we're spiritual beings, we can be our own demons or our own angels with our actions, with our free will.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the thing about enlightenment. It's just we've been indoctrinated into all this social conditioning, right?
Yeah.
And it's really more about unlearning.
Yeah,
Learning,
exactly.
right?
Forgetting what you've been taught
Yeah.
and putting together the pieces yourself. But to get more context, you gotta have more answers. That's why you gotta go search for other answers. We're programmed. Notice we're programmed from birth. You know, not taught people of certain races or people of certain financial circles or people of certain religions. Well, now I see, dude, that's to hold you back.
Yeah.
You could learn, just like in Niccolo Machiavelli's book about the prince, you can learn things from some of the most evil people if you can see past the evil.
Right.
It is what it is. I hate to bring his name up, but Ted Bundy, perfect example. At least you learned women go crazy when a man's very attractive. You've learned that.
Yeah, no, you can turn
You see how that goes?
Yeah.
And women today still fall for the same motherfucking tricks. Well, he's a deep end of the polarity scale.
Right.
Some guys won't kill you, but they'll kill your spirit. They'll kill your bank account. They'll get you pregnant and leave. There's other ways to kill a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Excuse my friend, I keep forgetting this is your channel.
No, it's all good, dude. No, it's such a good point, man. I mean, that's the good and evil duality. You can't actually have good. There's no way that you could conceptualize what good is without evil.
Yes.
Right? It's really all the same thing. So you can look at all this evil stuff going on in the world and realize that it's just this adversity to make us better, to give us this context of this good. And so you can actually look at all of it as good with a capital G, right? I mean, of course, we want to promote good and not encourage evil, but we can still love everything how it is.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Man, it's just people don't realize that this world is to give us an example. And you know how we watch movies? Dude, this is the original movie.
Yeah.
The movie, this is the copy.
Right, and this is
You
the
know
funny
what I
thing.
mean?
In a movie, right? If you experience sadness in the movie, that's good, right? If you experience anger, anxiety in the movie, that's all good. But for some reason, in real life, when we experience, we freaking hate it. You know? So that's what you have to kind of detach and realize, that this isn't necessarily as real. It is real, but you're giving it a little too much credit, right? You don't have to quite take it quite as seriously. It's not exactly what you think it is. You're not just this material thing that withers away, dies, and then you're unconscious for the rest of your life, right? You are the entire universe, right? You are consciousness. And yeah, it doesn't work like that. You're creating your own movie, right? And so enjoy it. You know,
every realize, like you said, the video game analogy. There's a lot of truth to that. You know, and think about atoms. Then you understand that this technically is a visual illusion. You know what I mean? Well, this is how our eyes and our brain. You know, how you see a TV and it kind of phases out or glitches, it sells colors and lines. Well, that's technically how it looks to the TV. We just see the pictures once it breaks it down and digests it nice and pretty for us.
Right.
Well, that's how our eyes work typically for the atoms. You know, this is, and if we could see it how it naturally looks, it'll probably look crazy, a whole bunch of lines and crazy shit, but our brain breaks it down to this.
Yeah, absolutely.
So this is all an illusion. Yeah. And it works a lot like a video game because the law of attraction ensures that way. So I feel like we should just play the game.
Yeah.
You know, play the game.
Absolutely.
And understand that what you do will come back to you and it keeps you honest. But I feel like, again, since we're programmed since birth to look to others for help, we don't realize that I've always grew up, and I hate to say it, if the girls don't see it, it didn't happen.
Yeah.
You know,
that's how I used to feel too.
Or if I don't get caught in a lie, it's not a lie.
Right.
But dude, the spirit, they still count you and tax you.
Yeah.
And I know firsthand through my awakening because they walked me through my life and showed me literally every mistake I ever made in my life.
Yeah,
and
100%.
they do count that because your word is your bond.
Yeah.
Don't say shit with your throat chakra that you don't fucking mean.
Spiritual. You could miss it though. You know what I mean? But if you in tune and you present enough, you're gonna be like, it's vibrations, it's the word. If you even read the Bible, in the beginning, it was the word. That's the first thing that the Bible say. Yeah. You know what I mean? So the power of the word is intense, it's real.
Exactly.
And a lot of electromagnetic energy is pulled through the heart. You know, and notice the sun and the heart literally works the same because we have an external world and an internal world. This heart is literally the sun. Notice how the sun is the beginning and ending of life. Mm-hmm. So this is represents our sun. Works the same way as the sun, the external world and the internal world. Don't say shit with your electromagnetic energy that you don't fucking mean, because you will get punished.
Absolutely, man.
And they tax the shit out of me in that spirit realm.
Every single thing carries vibrations. You know what's interesting? They've done this study where this girl said positive things to plants.
Yes.
Like, I love you. And then to other plants, she said negative things, like I hate you.
Yeah.
And the plants that she said positive things to actually grew significantly faster, right? So all these thoughts, all these memories, these words, they all carry with them a very specific vibration. Everything is made of vibration at its core, and it all interacts with everything else at the most intricate level.
Tesla already tried to put them on this shit over 100 years ago.
Yeah.
Notice we're just now really kind of comprehending how important vibration is.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, and it's sad to say, but hey, at least we're learning and we're waking people up slowly.
Absolutely.
And they actually proved, you know, the plants were water. Notice they say water is everything with life. Mm-hmm. And they've already, I forgot the name of the book. You can probably put it on the screen or something. There's actually a book of a guy who done studies where they take water and they literally put it by certain words. And they get under the microscopic levels, and they can see the molecules change based off of the words. So words literally have power and scientific fact.
They've done that with music too, and they'll look at the music that has been exposed to like heavy metal music. And
Exactly.
the water molecules will look just completely out of whack and weird.
Yes.
And then they'll see the water molecules that have been exposed to classical music, and they'll be in these perfect crystalline, like snowflake-like structures, right? So, yeah.
And see, exactly. So, guys, it's scientific fact now. Now we know better. We must do better now.
Yeah.
Trust me. You know, if I'm changing, that should be a clue. That's how the universe works. They literally take people, even if in the Bible. That's how I get religion. But even in the Bible, you see what they did with Saul, turned him into Paul. You know, they took fishermen and turned them into disciples. Like, they clearly transform people from the inside out. And just like myself and others. The same with yourself. You were in the street shirtless 2 years ago, ripping the shirtless off with glasses. Look at you now. Like, they literally are taking the energy, those vibrations. You vibrate from the inside out.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
And people still ain't waking up to that.
Yeah.
They just, they'll write it off as crazy or you're sold out or whatever they want to say. But scientific facts, scientific facts, and atoms has already taught us the game. If you just honestly study how atoms work, then you'll understand how humans work. Resonance, all that oscillants, all that stuff occurs with humans.
Absolutely, man. It's funny, these atoms, you know, it's like people don't even really understand what atoms are.
Yeah.
These particles don't actually exist until we observe them, right? When we don't observe them, they are waves of probability.
Yeah.
It's like they don't exist. It's like a computer game, right? That it's not rendered yet, right? It doesn't actually render. You don't actually see the landscape until you step into the place where, and then it all renders, right?
Yeah.
And essentially the same thing is happening in reality, right? It's like quantum physicists, many are realizing this, but still some are so in the dark, they're stuck in this materialist paradigm. But quantum physics is showing us that this isn't the material reality that we think it is.
Exactly. And quantum physics is still kind of, I want to say, even if it's instances, because you're metaphysical. Anything metaphysical can't really be measured.
Right.
That's why we really, to get to our quantum self, we have to walk our own truth. Moment of silence. We need a moment of silence before we fuck up these weights.